everybody, for Season 2 of Enter the Amazon. I am your host, Pinkcaster Lightred.
I am Bluecaster Sheetus Azil.
I'm Yellowcaster.
And, we seem to have found a new breed of Amazon, so we decided to bring him along. Orangecaster Noble, say hi, sir.
Hello, and just as a show gains more Amazons, so does this show.
Exactly.
I gotta say, this is really weird that we're watching Season 2 of anything Rider, Toku, Sentai related at all. I mean, I guess you could count, like, Black RX as a Season 2, but, like, since I've started watching Toku, this is the only Season 2 of anything that's happened.
Because technically Agito was going to be a Season 2 for Kuga, but they scrapped it. That's why there's a couple Kuga nods in the show.
It's still pretty standalone, and, like,
yeah.
When I say since I started watching Toku, I mean since 2008 when I started watching Toku.
Then there's also V3, which was a sequel to the original series.
Thanks, Gar. You're missing my point completely.
And then there, like you mentioned, there's RX. And then there's Agito.
Anyways, we're not here to talk about those shows.
2 hours later.
Then there's Camera First and Next.
Movies don't count!
So, to anyone who's new to listening to this show, it's...
what the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah,
Not listening to season 1 first.
Go listen to Season 1 of Enter the Amazon. It's really good.
Like, even if you haven't listened to Season 1 of us, have you at least watched Season 1 of the actual show we're talking about?
I don't think so.
I actually recently re-listened to the entirety of our first season of our show, so I'm, like... on all our jokes we made.
Which leads me to something I've been waiting to do. Castranger's gonna watch Amazons. Now I know the words!
Did it.
I actually have been singing Armor Zone in my car, like, all the time.
So, first off, apparently last season I said that we weren't going to get a Mamoru Amazon figure art.
And wow, were you wrong.
Boy, was I wrong. And also, I've said, like, oh, it'd be funny if it came with a burger. And he comes with a burger!
Descending from the heavens is a figure art of the mole Amazon with a motherfucking hamburger.
Yes. I also said I was going to get the Amazon's driver. Still haven't gotten that yet, but I do want it still.
The first print runs come with Kazuya's arm.
Oh, God.
That would be a great add-on, too, because they could just do it kind of like how they did the first couple O's figure arts came with the Ankh arm.
You just have like a little drill-shaped hole in it and attach it to his face.
Jeez.
I'm dark today!
It's a whole separate nose piece.
Well, you see, now all you have to do is you have to get the Mamoru figure art and then get like another Amazon, like
and
Alpha
just put the belt on it?
Put the belt on him. There you go.
You know, that would be awesome. I
Yeah.
bet your modder friend could do it.
Mm-hmm.
Reggie?
Reggie probably could for sure.
Shout him out, like, what's his Twitter tag?
Hi, Reggie. That true K-Rider O's or something like that.
Good fucking job. You talk to him more than I do and you don't know his Twitter tag.
No, I think that's it.
Why don't you confirm that?
Okay.
Anyway, so
yeah, it's like true KROOO.
Yeah, true KROOO.
Yeah, this guy does like amazing figure mods.
Yeah, he made a Pinkcaster pop vinyl.
Didn't he make like the entirety of the Kyoryugers?
Yes, and he's doing the Q Rangers right now.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we're talking about Amazon's Season 2, Episode 1.
Neo!
Which is great. I'm so glad that they're continuing the letter theme.
Oh,
because
So we know what the next episode's going to be called, right?
Orphans.
Omega.
No, it's Orphans.
It's Orphans.
Someone didn't watch the preview.
I didn't watch the preview. I was just thinking, because the other new form is Neo Omega, so having it be NO, as in the O episode being called Omega, would have been kind of cool.
I don't think
and yet too obvious.
I don't think we're gonna get Neo Omega for a while.
No, that's...
I don't know.
Also, why the fuck does he get a new belt?
I don't know. I don't think he needs one because Neo Omega's ugly.
Maybe it's a case of the new Amazons are like a cut above. They're tougher, so like he's got to upgrade his gear to.
He's got to level up.
Well, apparently Alpha's blind in this show, and that made his badass stats go up by 10. So, fucking, that's awesome. But whatever. Jin doesn't need a new form because he's just badass on his own.
I think we've talked about this on the main show, but my expectation on that was sort of along the lines of, so Omega, he started as a wild form, which looks the same as regular Amazon and Alpha, and then he went to his Omega form, which was the main for season 1, and then in this season we get him as like the new Omega. So I was thinking that if Alpha were to get an upgrade, it would look something like Omega's first form, like his primary form. You know, sort of like a more refined and like polished version of it.
A more Heisei form, if you will.
Although I kind of understand why they didn't, because it would
look
soil
kind
the
of too
image.
blocky.
I wouldn't even say blocky. I just think like on a conceptual level, it would sort of ruin the idea of the character in its entirety.
Also, I'd like to give my past self a slap in the face for saying, "Oh, I don't like Jin. Oh, I don't like Alpha's design." I'm like, no. Going back, like thinking about it, no. Jin is a far better character than Haruka, honestly, and Alpha's fucking cool too. I like both Alpha and Omega's designs for different reasons. So,
pardon me a minute.
I saw this thing. It was on the I think it was the Gun Plus subreddit like a week ago or something like that, where someone took the I think it was the high grade. I hope it was the high grade. I hope he didn't do that to the 1/100. Jesus. He repainted the Barbatos Lupus into Omega.
that's cool.
There must be an air show going on, because there's a lot of shit flying over my head right now.
And there's Gar's food.
Yeah.
We ordered some humans.
Yeah.
Turns out Gar's an Amazon.
Shh. Blow my cover.
It was from all that monster.
He's gonna eat the delivery boy.
Okay, well, as Gar's getting his food, because we're keeping this in, fuck it.
Yeah.
So the summary of the show is, it's been 5 years since season 1. There's still Amazons going around, and apparently
They're a new breed.
Yeah, there's a new breed, because apparently now the Amazon virus has, like,
evolved.
Mutated. And it's mutated, and it's contagious now.
Although they don't know how it's contagious.
Yeah, they don't know how.
It's not through air, it's not through touch. I bet it's through, like, biting.
I bet it's through boning.
It's probably through food.
No, think about it. He was a kid raised by the Amazons. It's through boning.
But yeah, so apparently what it does is it turns humans into Amazons, which that's a very awesome concept.
Which means welcome to the zombie show, ladies and gentlemen.
You mean welcome to every other Kamen Rider series ever, where
not all of them. So it's usually one of two things. It's humans turn into monsters, or monsters take on human disguises.
Roy.
Double O's, Forze, Wizard, Gaim, not Drive.
They were just robots.
Yeah, they were
robots taking forms of humans.
But you see what I mean?
In Double, it was humans becoming monsters. In O's, it was monsters taking on human traits. In Forze, it was humans becoming monsters. It goes back and forth.
Yeah, it does, all the time.
Human
And
friends.
in Wizard, it was people exploding into monsters.
Yeah.
Damn it, Gar, you're making me hungry now.
Yeah, well, I didn't have dinner, in which, today's my cheat day.
It is your cheat day.
I just finished listening to Hungry
Pass me
Hungry
my
Hobos
cinnamon-
before we started.
Pass me my cinnamon bun Oreos. They're really fucking
Apologies
tasty.
for the noise. You fuckers are eating and I just have a drink.
Sorry about that.
You know what? I'm gonna say this is the only show where it's acceptable to eat, because this is a show about eating people!
Yeah.
I mean, our finale of season 1, we eat burgers beforehand.
That's because we love Mamo!
We'll up it this time.
Oh, God.
We won't get McDonald's burgers because you complain how bad they are, so we'll get like 5.
They were disgusting.
We'll get 5 Guys burgers.
No, we'll get Burger King.
Fuck that, Burger Priest.
Oh, ugh.
Burger Priest might be good.
Oh, Burger Priest, there you go.
Yeah.
Anyways,
How about this? We'll run a poll on the page. What burgers do you think we should eat?
hashtag Burgers for Mamoru.
And don't put any independent burger joints or any fucking, American places.
Poutine, you bastard.
I'll put up a list of options.
Anyways, so our new, sort of main protagonist, Chihiro. So apparently they kind of took the original Amazons concept of character, where he was raised by Amazons, because the original Amazon was raised in the jungle, but it's the same kind of concept.
This kid was raised in
he
the
was
jungle.
raised in the Amazon. This one was raised by Amazons.
Herp!
I get it.
And we
would it be
still
funny-
haven't gotten an Amazon cameo.
Would have been funny if like he was actually raised in the Amazon by Amazons for Amazons.
Sponsored by Amazon.
It aired on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, did it 2 days early with Amazon Prime.
So I guess he was captured.
Have we said Amazon enough? Well, buckle in because it's not over.
Oh yeah.
You
Much
know
like
what would
with the
be
new
great?
Power Rangers movie where they mentioned Krispy Kreme 10 times. Yes, I did count.
Yeah.
Only you would.
You just got back from like seeing it for the second time.
Indeed, I did.
Still
You know
good,
what would be a great fucking cameo?
Hmm?
If the original Amazon showed up, but they call them Amazon Prime.
That would be amazing.
Oh, can we have that, please?
No, he's the head of the new organization.
No, he's just like the final boss, the original Amazon.
Yes, the very first Amazon where the entire thing erupted from.
Yeah.
Spider Man.
So-
He's the Amu of this series.
Ooh.
So I think Nozama captured him?
It's hard to say where anyone from first season is except for Fuku at this point.
Fuku
And the
Hero.
chief.
Yeah, and we see Shido. He's like the landlord of... Okay, so let's get into this a little bit at a time. So...
Yeah, so Chihiro got captured by someone, and then
He was
somehow-
raised by scientists, and then apparently the gang of YouTube-hungry asshats freed him from the
one
facility.
of them's name is Naga, I think.
Nagase.
Nagare.
So yeah,
No.
oh my god, the motivation here. So, like, I know it's not primarily Chihiro's goal to be doing this, but we essentially have a monster-eating superhero who's killing bad guys for YouTube views!
Well, you...
Gotta get that sweet AdSense money!
Yeah,
Time for Dogness.
Yeah, but I think, you know, what happened recently with YouTube, I don't think they're going to be making a whole lot of money now. Especially with their kind of content.
Yeah, they'll have over
Yeah.
2,000 views and can't do it.
And I love how even, like, one of the kids is like, don't make it so violent! The video will get flagged!
See, what's funny is
Just
I'm not in that predicament on my personal channel because I actually have a video that's over 2 million views. And
Yeah,
it's one of
but
my
that's-
rider
I
fights.
would have thought you were about to... I'm not in that predicament because I don't produce videos.
Well, I haven't produced a video in like 4 years.
No,
But
I know. Like, even the Castranger channel is, like, over 33,000 views at this point,
Yeah,
so I was
because-
not worried.
Because of our trailer reactions.
Wait, so 33,000? Yeah, for... Oh, wow.
Our YouTube channel, last time I checked, like last week, had over 33,000 views.
Go
So,
us.
we're still good.
And we're currently at, like, 210 YouTube subscribers.
But yeah, so Chihiro, he is Kamen Rider Amazon Neo, and so
Oh,
his design's
just take
pretty
my money.
cool.
He's
I
so
like-
blue!
I noticed something about his helmet that it's really cool. So he has underneath those like yellow eyes, he has red eyes.
The eyes,
He has sunglasses on.
Yeah, so he's wearing like sunglasses
They're
or something.
even, like, shuttered. Like,
well, no, because
Ryuki
I think
visor.
what the Neo
The-
belt
The
is.
Neo Amazon's driver.
Yeah. So I think what it does is like it does the same thing as the previous Amazon's driver, where it's like it's
It
a
just
combat
adds armor
enhancer.
on top of it.
Yeah, it adds armor over something else. So.
Yeah. I
Like
can see
kind
that.
of like a nanite thing to give it more
Oh.
durability or whatever.
Yeah, because you got to remember with the Amazon riders, those like forms we see them turn into, that's their body. Like that's their actual monster form.
Yeah,
So
they're the biological type of riders.
So honestly,
like the Hibiki riders, like Gills.
So I don't think the Amazon's driver for like Omega, I don't think it completely changed Haruka's appearance. I think it was just because
It added armor on top of it.
yeah.
And it somehow fixed him up after the shit
Well, yeah,
that happened
because-
last season.
Yeah, because the reason he went wild in the first place was because he just hadn't had control of his actual form.
He didn't
so,
take his drugs.
yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, so there we go. So yeah.
So now he has a belt that involves taking drugs.
Yeah, so the Neon Amazon's driver, it adds armor over the form. So that's
yeah.
cool.
It
That's really
lets you
cool.
have
Makes him a
drugs.
It's also-
cyborg.
It's also basically impossible to understand what the fuck it's saying.
Yeah, even the subbers couldn't figure out what the call out for the Hisatsu was.
Yeah,
it's
he doesn't even have like a chime or something like after he transforms, which is kind of lame. Or at
Yeah.
least they might have just not have shown it.
You gotta get to the point, Lan.
I feel like if he does, we'll hear it next episode.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't think it's something they'd skip out on just for the sake of the flow of the episode. So maybe there just isn't one.
But they their first enemy they fought was a cop, and
Not just any cop.
Kamen Rider G3 Mild.
V1.
I call him the Gavon ripoff.
Other guy.
Hojo.
I thought Hojo was the...
No, Hojo was V1, the competing armor suit.
Was he?
I thought Hojo
Yeah.
was Exade.
Like I said, the Gavon ripoff.
That's not the only connection to Exade this episode had. That church where they fought in the later half of the episode was the church from episode 2.
Of Exade.
If you look at the front, the steeple of it, that's where Exade levels up and jumps off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was actually the church from the finale of Kiva, when they're all outside.
I mean, it's probably all of that.
I don't think so.
Nah.
It is
Front of
Toei.
The front of it doesn't look the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the actor who played Hojo in Agito is in this as what can only be described as the cop Amazon. And I fucking love it. And we see many other instances, like all the Amazons in this episode still have their like human clothes and features on after they transform.
Because these aren't the original Amazons.
This is a new breed.
Yeah, they're like the next evolution of Amazons where they were human that got infected.
I thought that was him.
What?
So you know Chihiro as a kid or whatever like that?
Uh-huh.
That was Kotaro from Kyuranger.
I thought he looked
I
familiar.
thought he looked. That was him. Holy, that's Koguma Sky Blue. That was teenage
Here,
Chihiro.
kid, bite this arm. Okay, now go put on this blue jacket and go over there and play with the Super Sentai.
I was looking at him like, Kotaro?
I knew that he looked familiar, but it didn't click in my head. Who it
Also,
was.
you said Tokyuger, that's why I was confused.
Sorry, Kyuranger.
Man, you've been confused with
Just-
Sentai.
All hell.
I want to be a hero! Dark
I'll
matter.
help you guys to-
Blood.
I
I'll
want to
help
be
you guys
Chihiro.
defeat Dark Matter. Neo.
Amazons!
That's the name of the episode.
What?
I want to be Chihiro.
Okay.
I want to be Chihiro. Amazon's Neo. I'm on my way. Oh, God.
I'm on the blood map. No, I'm on the murdering spree. I want the whole world to see.
What I eat.
I believe.
I'm gonna kill every single one.
Okay, this is going way off the tracks.
Just watch me cover my hands in all your blood, Amazon.
All right.
We took this way too far.
So Chihiro's
It's now on the Castranger
personality seems to be he's generally quiet and meek in demeanor, keeping away from humans due to his inherent bloodlust. So he
Haruka.
stays away from humans to not eat them. And
Even though he lives with a bunch of stupid children.
yeah, but I guess there's something about it. Maybe they have the Amazon virus in them and they just don't know.
No, but he said when he meets Iyu at the end of the episode, you are the only human I've been able to look at and not be hungry after. So that whole episode, dealing with those stupid Team X motherfuckers, he's feeling the urge to chomp them and shut them the fuck up.
And
I thought those guys were gonna die.
Oh, next week they're gonna fucking die.
I absolutely would put money down on them not surviving the season.
At least the one that's a dick.
$10 on this?
They're all dicks.
Oh, don't
You
bet.
want to actually?
I wanna do this.
The boss of the group.
Too late. But yeah, so we see some familiar faces. We see Cheeto, like he's the landlord of Team X's like thing. He's just like, "Don't you kids cause trouble now?
Don't break
I'm
anything."
senpai."
You don't get any dessert until you've eaten all your Amazon.
No, he just goes down to them. What? Do you have? What's your reason for living here? It's like you need a reason to live here.
Yeah.
If you don't have a reason to live here, get out.
It's like part of his screening process.
No,
That's
get the hell
great.
out.
Because that was his always thing in season 1 with Haruka. He's just like, "What's the reason for fighting?" Or like, "What's the reason to fight?"
What's the reason to be
What's
a
your
dick?
reason for not paying rent?
Ooh.
Oh!
Except they do, because apparently they make them add YouTube months.
Pizza, dude, we can we could...
Apparently they get margarita pizza, if I read those subs right.
No, that's a pizza.
No, margarita pizza. I thought it was,
That's a drink? No,
It
but
is a drink. You just
there
pour it on
is a
pizza.
type of pizza called a margarita pizza. I've heard of it.
what is that, the Mr. Leahy pizza? The margarita
Yeah.
pizza?
I am the margarita.
Randy, I am the margarita.
So we also see
Kamen Rider Margarita coming this fall.
Ooh, we also see Fuku, Mr. Sniper Man, working for this new company, who also employs our old friends Tachibana and Kano.
Mm-hmm. And Kato's apparently now Tachibana's bitch. Poor guy.
Look at me. I am your bitch.
I'm your bitch now.
So, it is the Competitive Creature Control Center, or 4C for short. Because they're going to try and foresee the attacks.
Oh my god!
I see.
No, they don't, because Amazon sensors apparently shit compared to Neo.
And apparently he got the Jung Raider somehow.
Yeah.
And it still makes those stupid noises!
Well,
chances
are Haruka left it in the city.
Yeah, I never saw him ever have that bike.
They haven't explained how he got it, but like when we see Haruka in the preview, I just want his first words to be, "I'm taking my bike back."
Apparently he's still wearing a white shirt.
But this is my biggest problem with this, though. This season takes place 5 years into the future, so 2019.
Sure.
It didn't, why did it need to be years? It could have been just, a few months, or hell, just 1 year.
You did make complaints about that. You're like, few months at least, or whatever. I said 2 years max, 1 year minimum, but honestly, I'm okay with 5 years. And you know what's cool? I noticed it in Fuku especially. They actually showed that he aged a bit, which is nice. I really like that touch. So
It's called Makeup Lane.
we also got introduced to a new extermination team, and they're an interesting bunch. So Fuku's part of this team as well, because he's the veteran. So he knows his shit.
Awesome shot of him sniping a car.
Yeah, that was fucking cool.
And then
boom.
Then they just unload it with rifles and a flamethrower, and it's awesome.
And then we got a cool GoPro camera in the van. So that was cool. But yeah, so who's the leader of the group, I guess?
At first I thought it was Kazuya, but then I thought, nah, it couldn't be him. He's got both arms.
And also, he's not as serious.
He's going to be Rider Man in the future.
He is Kurosaki. And that man just does not give a fuck about anything.
He's an interesting character, though, from what we've seen so far. I like this
I
guy.
think he might be an Amazon and he doesn't know it.
I could see him becoming.
I could
Hence
see him
why
becoming
he has the headaches all the time.
He's going to be the big bad.
Yeah, because he gets these head pains or something, and I was just like, whoa, watch it, bud, don't get an aneurysm. He's like,
Take your pills, Grandpa.
And then we got this other guy who Ichi thought looked like Tendo from Kabuto.
Oh, yeah. They said his name. What was it? Fudamori. This little plebe was just crouched over in a corner half the time, just checking Twitter and having his hair all
they're
over the
computer
ponytail.
nerd.
And taking selfies.
Yeah, but I'm looking at him, and this guy looks a lot like Hiro Matsuyama, the guy who played Kabuto.
Yeah. But then I saw him later, actually doing a weird face. I'm like, no, that's not him.
And then they just have Rifleman 1 and Rifleman 2 in the back.
No, I think Tendo's actor is currently, being a dad.
Oh.
Because remember, he has a kid.
Isn't he
How
also
could I forget?
playing...
I never knew!
Isn't he also the butler in the Black Butler movie?
Yes, he
he's
is.
Sebastian.
Yes, he is Sebastian.
Yes, he is.
My lord.
Yeah.
It's I am okay with all of that.
If you haven't seen him in the Beck movie, go watch the Beck movie.
It's so good. And I haven't even watched the anime.
Get the fuck out of here!
I did see the trailer for the Black Butler thing, and I'm just like, so someone could easily just input clock up at the beginning of this scene, and it would still make sense.
Yep.
So, another Amazon gets picked up halfway through the show, and it's a bride about to marry her husband, and then decides to have some lunch.
Shit happens, dog.
They decide to have the reception early.
Ooh.
Till death do us part. I guess she just didn't really like him that much.
And you could say she changed. Stag Beetle.
Yeah, it was a stag beetle Amazon in a wedding dress, which was several kinds of weird.
That's the cool thing about these new breed of Amazons is whatever they change into, they just still have their clothing. So the cop.
Yeah, I meant to mention that. Right before Hojo over there transformed into the cop Amazon, he quickly puts his hat back on, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. Okay, then he transforms. He's still got the hat. Oh my God, it's Schwartz.
Yeah, but
Got clothes.
I couldn't tell what he was supposed to be.
I think he was a tiger.
I don't know.
Kind of looked.
He just looked like a robot.
Well, he had something bestial about his face. So.
He climbed along that car like an animal of some sort.
You could say he's an unknown.
Oh, Nagito jokes.
Yeah. I'll be here all week.
Oh my God.
Well, you live here, so
Why?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Why? Gar went too far.
Did you guys see that? Like most that Hiro, Emu, Nico, and Asuna did a cover of Excite.
Yes, I saw that. That was cute.
I love Enter the Amazon because we usually get sidetracked.
That's fine.
Yeah. Well, plus we're only talking about one episode.
Yeah. And usually these episodes roughly,
Oops.
No, we're
That's
not
me.
sleeping.
Sorry about that. That was Ichi's alarm.
I have to go sleep.
3.
Actually, speaking of which, cue the roll call.
There's no roll call.
No, we're not doing the roll call anymore.
What?
I'm gonna record a new opening for this, and it's just gonna end with me going, "Now I know the words."
God.
It's gonna be a new opening with blackjack and hookers. You know what? Forget the opening.
Whoa.
Forget the hookers. Wait.
But don't forget about the pancakes or flapjack or blackjack.
The black flaps.
How did you go from a card game to a breakfast food?
I don't know what's happening anymore.
Oh no! When I was a kid, I always thought he said flapjacks and hookers.
Sure.
It's blackjack.
You poor innocent motherfucker.
Gonna build a better Planet Express with pancakes and hookers.
So we meet our female lead of the series, Iu, the Crow Amazon.
And Mamoru season 2.
I don't know. There are some really, really terrifying shots of her with like her one glowing eye.
No,
And I'm like, it's cool, but just like, did she like burst all of the blood vessels on that side of her face?
You know what it probably is? Because we get a scene in the base when we get introduced to our not the team for this season.
Yeah.
And Sniper McSniperington injects something into her neck. So maybe she's a human getting injected with these new Amazon cells.
That seems like the likely idea.
Unfortunately, I gotta disappoint you gentlemen. That wasn't Hojo.
What?
Yeah, Hojo was played by Jun Yamasaki. The cop Amazon was some guy named Ryu Tanaka.
Fuck!
Yeah. So
Oh.
Hojo.
The Kapazon.
Yeah, the Kapazon.
The Nazon.
The Kapazon!
The Cabo.
Hiya! That's a
I
Hojo.
like to say for the Crow Amazon, she's fucking awesome.
I love that she henshins with the Register, which is
Turns it red.
which is a neat new thing, and we talked about this when we talked about the Neo Amazon's driver, about how it's effectively 3 people's henshin device.
Yep.
But yeah, the design of the crow suit is gorgeous. It's
Yep.
got like Tajadoru shoulders, which I love. The
Yeah,
helmet
yes,
is so
that's that suit was my first Toku monster suit boner right there. Just that's a great suit.
No, that's a really nice.
I want a figure art of that suit.
Crow Amazon figure art. Let's do it.
I can see them doing it. They're doing Mama. Why not?
Yeah.
And have it come with no expressions.
Yeah.
Here you go. No, but like a lot of times we were just expecting her to just like turn her head because she like just stood around and like just stared blankly. And just
Yeah.
at one point we were just sitting there, turn her head, and just go. Ah!
Well, EU, do you detect an Amazon?
Who is she? Fucking Laserbeak?
Which way did they go?
Is it the
Just
big
redouble with the
tortoise
combat
skull?
men.
Sorry, what?
Just redub all our lines with the combat men from Kamen Rider.
No, the eagle from Epic Rap Battles.
Eagle! Ah! Sorry for the loud cawing here.
That's gonna be the joke the whole fucking season. Just anytime she speaks. So, like, they fight and they kill the I get it. Bridesmaid is a stag beetle. What do you do before a wedding? Stag party. Fuck!
But that's usually like the day
Totally
before.
clever bitches.
I know.
Yeah, but then we do get bridesmaids show up and then just
And they all, like, transform and they're different things.
Always an Amazon, never a bridesmaid.
Still got the dresses on.
what's the name of the leader of the extermination squad? The new guy,
Kurosaki.
Kurosaki. He's just like
Not
they're like,
Ichigo.
what's that? It's like it's a bridal party of Amazons. Man, he actually cracks like a smile. I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah.
That wasn't funny.
Nothing beats the apartment full of Amazons.
Oh, nothing
Yeah.
will beat Colony of Ants for me. Or not
That
Colony.
that
Yeah,
was
they were aired.
the
They were
best
called.
episode.
No, what was episode 4? What was episode 4 called? Dire
something.
Dire Kill?
Dire Live or something. I don't know.
So, anyways, episode 4 of season 1 is still my favorite.
Anything else?
So there was a weird but somehow funny bit, like when EU goes to like fight the bridesmaids, like she's back in her human form, but she starts walking towards them, and I'm pretty sure she like broke her leg or something,
She,
but
like-
keeps walking.
She like dislocated something, like probably her shoulder.
And even Kurosagi's like, okay, maybe she's a little worse.
Yeah, it's like she's durable enough; she can handle this. Okay, maybe not.
I find it funny how like Neo's just staring at her, and like there's music playing, and I'm like, we hear the music,
Like
but
the whole crew is just standing there watching this kid touch her face.
yeah, it's like. What the?
Awkward.
Like if I was riding my bike,
Awkward.
like across
Word.
that scene, I would be like, "What the fuck are they doing?
Just fuck already!
Don't just stand there, kiss her."
Kiss the girl.
Shoot her!
Yeah. We were making Jurassic Park jokes at the beginning of the episode.
So
Clever girl.
as they fight the bridesmaids, the episode ends and the theme song kicks on. The new theme song for season 2, Die Set Down.
Because it's a reference to Disetsidon, the name of Amazon's main attack.
It's
Sever. I like it. It's not Armor Zone. Not at all.
You
but
can definitely, if you pay attention, you can definitely hear bits and chords that were lifted from Armor Zone,
Mhm.
but it doesn't even approach how good Armor Zone is.
No, Armor Zone's just too...
much like how I feel about the Ninja Steel opening. It's okay.
It was utter gutter shit.
Well, like,
No, even you got to the point where you're like, I fucking hate the Ninja
Yeah.
Steel theme.
like it's okay.
It's cause it's too fucking repetitive.
Ninja Steel.
Pretty much. But
God.
with the Dino Charge opening, it's just more superior and better. That's how I
Because
feel
the
about
Dino Charge opening is actually a song, not repeating the same word every 5 seconds.
Ninja Steel.
It is, in fact, Mo better.
Yeah, well better. So in which that was episode 14 of of Kamen Rider Amazons, if you
Yeah.
think about it that way.
Sure.
It was a cool first episode. Like, it was slow at first just because we're
This is-
establishing all the new characters, we're
This
seeing
is
who's doing
establishing
what,
the new setting and
new setting, new everything.
Now, to be honest, I was kind of confused at some points
Yeah.
about like characters and stuff.
It,
Then
it
again,
took some time, but once we started seeing more of them,
but chances are, if I go back and rewatch all the first season,
yeah.
Yeah.
it'll be fresh in my head again.
The problem is when you have a show like this where the colors are so pale because it's supposed to be like harsh and realistic, nobody stands out enough
Like
to
a
be
Heisei
recognizable
Kamen
immediately.
Rider series.
Yeah. So probably rewatch.
Except for when Shido showed up, me and Ichi were just like, Shido! Hey!
Bison!
No.
Mwah, mwah.
No, that's Kazuya has the missing arm.
Yeah, Kazuya doesn't has the missing arm.
I said Norm.
I thought you said no arm.
No, I said Norm, like from Cheers. Norm walks in, everybody, Norm.
Oh.
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name.
Ba, ba, ba.
Oh god.
I was trying real hard to think of a line to rhyme with that, and I didn't come up with anything.
But yeah, so next week's episode is Orphans.
Oh, that actually sounds kind of terrible.
And
It's even worse for me because Gundam Iron Blade Orphans just ended, and that was depressing as shit.
so what
I'm scared of those orphans!
So what I saw from the preview for next week's episode, the Team X guys get fucking slaughtered, which no
Surprising
surprise.
no one!
Surprising no one. And Haruka shows up.
Yay!
Hey,
Give me
he's
my
still-
bike!
And he's still wearing that white shirt.
I am okay with that.
So
Dude,
I
you've
just
been
thought about something.
What's that?
It's been 5 years, right?
And
And
his
he
shirt
doesn't-
is still clean.
Yep. And he doesn't look
I
much
wasn't
different.
talking about that. I'm thinking, I think our favorite friendly neighborhood Mighty Morphin Amazon isn't around anymore.
Are you talking about Jin?
No, the other one. Our
Mamoru?
favorite.
Oh, Mamo?
I think he might not be around.
I'm pretty sure I saw him in the cast listing.
Hopefully, Mamoru comes back. If he doesn't, I'll be kind of disappointed.
I will
Well, I'm
cry!
saying they might. I'm saying they might like reference him in like a flashback or something, but
Oh
I
God, no!
think maybe he went
Maybe he
over
died.
the Amazon
Oh
and
no! Don't
Haru,
plant
whatever,
that
had
seed
to
in my head.
use. Yeah.
Oh God, no, Mamo!
No!
Come back!
Anyways,
Well, why do you think he's getting a figure art? They give all the dead people figure arts.
Except Laser!
He's getting one. It's a bike.
I don't want
Baxo Bike!
he's come. What episode of Enter the Amazon is this?
14?
14. No, 12.
Yeah, 12, because
12.
you guys
Yeah,
compiled
We
a whole
did 2
bunch
double
of episodes.
episodes.
Oh yeah.
I will say I like that Overtime officially labeled this episode as Kamen Rider Amazon's episode 14.
I saw that, yeah. Which I mean is not incorrect.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
It confused the fuck out of me for a second. I was like, wait, what? And I was like,
I
wait.
missed an episode?
maybe.
Shit!
Then I was like, wait.
How did I
A,
miss
B, C,
13
D, E,
episodes?
okay, that makes sense.
Alright, cool. Yeah, so glad to be back into this. Fucking Amazons is a great show. Like I said, I will not stop saying this. Go watch this show.
We're back
So
to-
good.
We're back to recording twice a week for the next few months.
Woo! Yeah, but you know what? Wednesday nights are pretty chill, so.
Yeah, not next week. I'm gone next week.
You son of a bitch!
We're not doing it without you.
Fuck.
Yeah, you're not getting out of this, buddy.
Damn it.
Discord.
Wait, when you-
Discord.
Yeah, when are you leaving?
Afternoon.
Like Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll do Tuesday then.
Alright.
Yeah, Tuesday! Woo!
I'm just gonna go see your name.
Well, too bad.
I thought we were saying your name.
That's what I meant!
No, I have to wait till, like, the last
My name's
week.
Lane.
Fuck you.
Anyways.
Bye, everybody.
Everyone listening, thank you.
Noble, we're happy to add you to our show, so thank you, sir.
Glad to be on Glad to be on 2 shows again every week.
Yeah.
Everyone listening, please check out castranger.podbean.com as the primary source of our hijinks. Check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/rscastranger, where we post memes and funny Toku-related images on the regular. Tweet at us at Ixie Studios, and please check out our Patreon from the Podbean website. Plenty of goodies that you can get to help us.
Yeah, especially an exclusive extra Castranger.
Yeah, actually, we posted our first Patreon exclusive content, which actually did get us 1 extra patron.
Oh,
Really?
jeez. So,
It was the failed extra Castranger recording from last week.
so apparently the suit actor from Amazon Omega also did the suit acting for Deneb.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
That guy has some range.
I
Yeah.
just want to see Deneb just being like, ah! Just
No.
tearing people apart.
The opposite.
Yuto!
The opposite. I want to see Omega just go, Yuto!
Yuto the basket!
Yeah.
Like C-3PO kind of style.
Just see Amazon Omega running around giving kids candy.
In like a bunny costume or something.
Hey kid, you like candy? Yeah? Good. My grandma made too much. Opens up the van door. There's the actual grandma giving out candy.
No, now I just want to see Omega just wearing a babushka. Just Deneb did that.
I have a van. Creepy. It's not that kind of van. Every van's that kind of van.
Yeah.
God, go see Power Rangers.
Before it's too late.
Alright, everyone, thank you once again, and we'll see you next week. Thank you for joining us as we once again enter the Amazon!
Finally know the words.
Hopefully season 3.
No.
3?